Did you know that the big spinach salad you eat every day might be the exact reason your legs feel weak and shaky? We've always been told that eating plenty of vegetables is the key to aging well. But the hard truth is, some of the most popular greens in your fridge contain compounds that actively block your body from absorbing calcium. You probably know the feeling. You go to stand up from your chair, and your thighs feel heavy, your knees ache, and you have to push off the armrests just to get on your feet. Your legs simply don't have that dependable power they used to. Your first instinct is probably to get more calcium to help support your bones. So, you load up on raw spinach. But instead of feeding your leg bones, you might be accidentally starving them. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why this happens. I'll reveal 3 vegetables you need to cut back on to protect your bone density. And more importantly, I'm giving you 3 golden vegetables you should eat instead. These are the simple swaps that will actually help you stay steady, confident, and independent on your feet. Let's look at vegetable number 1. So let's talk about spinach. You've probably seen the old cartoons where a can of spinach instantly builds muscle. And sure, spinach has plenty of vitamins. But it also comes with a heavy dose of organic compounds called oxalates. Think of oxalates as tiny, stubborn magnets floating around in your gut. They have a very strong attraction to calcium. When you eat a big bowl of raw spinach, these oxalate magnets attach themselves directly to the calcium in your food. Once they lock on, your body cannot pull them apart. Instead of that calcium traveling to your femur, your big thigh bone, or your knee joints where you need it most, it gets flushed right out of your system. You might have heard that oxalates cause kidney stones, but for our daily mobility, they act like a stubborn trap, locking up the calcium from your meals before it can reach your legs. Over time, this quietly starves your bones of the nutrients they desperately need to stay strong. Now, I am not saying you have to ban spinach from your kitchen forever, but here is the practical advice. Stop eating it raw every single day. If you really love it, steam it or boil it first. Heat breaks down a lot of those oxalate magnets. However, if you want a much better option for your bones, let's look at a simple swap. This brings us to our first golden vegetable, kale. If you want to keep your legs steady, trade that raw spinach for kale. Here is why this makes such a massive difference for your body at this stage of life. Kale gives you all the green goodness you want, but it has extremely low levels of oxalates. That means the calcium you eat actually gets absorbed. But kale goes a step further. It boasts double the amount of vitamin cone compared to most other greens. Think of vitamin cone as a dedicated delivery driver. Getting calcium into your blood is only half the job. If it just floats around, it does your legs no good. Vitamin cone activates specific proteins that act like a GPS, grabbing that calcium and transporting it directly into your leg bones. It is the exact transporter that our 60-year-old legs are desperately missing. By switching to kale, you stop the calcium drain, and you hire the delivery driver your bones need to stay firm and dependable. Let's move on to the second vegetable that might be sabotaging your balance. And this one might hurt a little, because it's a true American classic, the plain white potato. Mashed, baked, or boiled, we all grew up eating them. But here is the problem for us now. White potatoes have a very high glycemic index. That means the moment they hit your stomach, they turn into sugar incredibly fast, sending your blood sugar on a wild roller coaster ride. You might be thinking, what does my blood sugar have to do with my legs? The answer is everything. These massive blood sugar spikes are followed by severe energy crashes. This roller coaster can increase silent inflammation and leave your legs feeling inexplicably heavy, shaky, and weak when you try to stand up. It ruins your sense of grounding, making a simple walk out to the mailbox feel unsteady and dangerous. If you want to protect those nerve endings, you don't have to give up potatoes completely. Just switch over to sweet potatoes. They digest much slower and keep those blood sugar spikes away. But if we really want to soothe and revive the feeling in our legs, we need to talk about our second golden vegetable, red cabbage. I know, cabbage isn't exactly the star of the dinner table, but hear me out. That deep purple color in red cabbage comes from compounds called anthocyanins. Think of anthocyanins as a powerful natural boost for your blood vessels. As we get older, our blood vessels get stiff and circulation slows down, especially the blood trying to travel the long distance down to our feet. Red cabbage helps relax and open up those pathways. It pushes fresh, oxygen-rich blood right down your thighs, past your knees, and all the way to your toes. If you struggle with cold feet in the evening, or if you wake up in the middle of the night with those awful, tight leg cramps, improving your circulation is a fantastic way to help soothe those issues. Throw some sliced red cabbage into a salad, or lightly saute it with your dinner. It is a cheap, simple way to keep the blood flowing and your legs feeling warm, loose, and ready to move. Our third group of vegetables to watch out for might surprise you, especially if you love a good stir-fry or a stuffed pepper. I am talking about nightshades, specifically things like bell peppers and eggplants. These vegetables contain natural alkaloids found in the nightshade family. In nature, these compounds are the plant's built-in defense mechanism to keep insects away. But for many seniors with sensitive joints, they can act as a serious irritant. If you already wake up with sore, stiff knees, eating bell peppers or eggplant can feel exactly like pouring a bucket of gasoline on a smoldering fire. It takes that low-level joint pain and flares it right up. Some people are much more sensitive to these compounds than others, but they are a massive, hidden trigger for joint inflammation. I have a simple challenge for you. Try cutting all bell peppers and eggplants out of your meals for just 2 straight weeks. See if you notice a difference when you walk up the stairs. You'll be surprised how much easier those stairs feel. So, if we take away those joint-irritating nightshades, what do we replace them with to add flavor to our dinners? This brings us to our third and final golden category, onions and garlic. I know we usually just think of them as basic seasonings, but for your leg joints, they are absolute gold for soothing discomfort. Onions are packed with a powerful antioxidant called quercetin, and garlic is loaded with active sulfur compounds. When you put them together, you are sending a powerful nutritional cleanup crew straight to your joints. While some people find nightshades trigger discomfort, onions and garlic are packed with compounds shown to help soothe and manage that inflammation. You know that awful morning stiffness? The kind where it takes you 10 minutes of shuffling around the kitchen just to get your legs to loosen up? That is silent inflammation, settling into your knees and ankles overnight. Cooking with plenty of onions and garlic helps calm that exact inflammation down. It's an incredibly simple, everyday habit to help you wake up feeling less stiff and ready to get moving. As we get older, we have to realize something very important. Leg strength doesn't come from just forcing down more vegetables. It comes from eating the right vegetables for your body right now. If you want to stay steady on your feet, remember those simple swaps. Trade that calcium-draining raw spinach for kale, so your bones get the transport vitamins they actually need. Add in red cabbage to push fresh blood down to your toes, and swap out those joint-irritating bell peppers for the deep cleaning power of onions and garlic. Now, I want to hear from you. Are you eating raw spinach every day? Leave a comment down below so we can chat about some better options. And make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next warning that could save your mobility. Take care of those legs, and I'll see you in the next video.